I hope, indeed I pray, that we shall not be found unworthy of our victory if after toil and tribulation it is granted to us. For the rest, we have to gain the victory. That is our task. Let us therefore brace ourselves to our duty, and so bear ourselves that if the British Empire and its commonwealths last for 1,000 years, men will still say, this was their finest hour. We shall not fail or falter. We shall not weaken or tire. Neither the sudden shock of battle nor the long-drawn trials of vigilance and exertion will wear us down. Give us the tools, and we will finish the job. We shall go on to the end. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender.
Thanks for joining me. My name is Dave Miller. I am the Unpleasant Blind Guy. I'm going to begin a series based on the June the 23rd, 2016 English Defense League radio program hosted by Jeff Mitchell with Jan Rennie and myself as panelists. This was a very special program that should concern all freedom-loving people in the world and in the United States of America. Today will be known as the United Kingdom's Independence Day. By a margin of 52 to 48%, the people of the United Kingdom voted to no longer be a part of the European Union. The European Union, which had been taking millions of British pounds a day from the United Kingdom and not returning value to the United Kingdom's citizens, was clearly seen as an invasive and non-representative dictatorial organization that the British people had to remove themselves from. Once the results were known, lovers of personal liberty worldwide began to celebrate, and that celebration continued in this episode of the English Defense League radio program.
Today, Independence Day. Yes. What more can be said? This is the English Defence League, a radio show broadcasting live on blogtalkradio.com. The English Defence League radio show, the truth and the voice of the EDL. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you, our star panellists tonight, Jeremy, and of course, our very own Mr. Dave Milner. Sorry, Jen, my mind totally went blank for a second.
That's okay, that's okay. Good evening, folks. Good evening, Jeff, and good evening, Dave. And I do believe that we're getting David Russell ringing us in tonight, Jeff. He's just informed me. So I said give us 15 minutes to get over the excitement and call in, son, because, you know, great patriot, and he's worked hard himself on this. But you know what? We did it, Jeff. We did it. My God, we did it.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, and Dave, I know how exciting it's been for our dear friends across the pond. Mr. Dave Milner, I know how exciting he was. The news that we've left the EU, and my worstest enemy, my person I detested, has resigned. I said last week that my dream for my birthday week would be that we get out of the EU, this we've done, and that David Cameron resigns. What more can a man ask for than what's been the common sense has prevailed, Jan? Common sense. That's all it is. Common sense.
Yeah.
You know, and my goodness me, I think we was all sweating a bit because there are stupid people out there. The sheeple, and the ones who like to cause issues. Well, we're putting our middle finger up to them and saying, it didn't work, did it? And all the capitalists out there, oh dear, what's happened? Yes, we've left the EU. So you on your money gravy train in Brussels, you can hang your heads because you're not getting no more. It's going to come to an end, and you will collapse. We know it's going to happen. That's why we want to get out as soon as we can. We don't want to be a part of a sinking ship, do we, Jan?
Of course not.
We like our independence. You know what? And this is why the show, ladies and gentlemen, where I had issues. There wasn't a show showing up. And I'd done it on the spur of the moment where we had to do it as we was talking, myself, Jan and Dave. And I don't know why it didn't show up, but I was having a problem. But anyway,
Blog Talk
we
Radio
put this
tried to
together
silence us
because
again.
there's nothing going to stop us from broadcasting the most historic memorial event ever. And I hope what's happened today, that we will have, as Farage said, a bank holiday on the 23rd of June every year, to bank holiday to celebrate our independence. Our Independence Day.
You're pushing your
What can I
luck,
say, Jan? I'm
You
just
are really
buzzing.
pushing
I know
your
you.
luck now.
Jan hasn't slept for a couple of days, guys. Go ahead, Jan.
None of us have. Well, not hardly anyway.
No. I haven't
Jeff.
slept since Wednesday. I couldn't sleep last night. I just had to be, I didn't even log on till 3 a.m. I was so pissed off with what was going on, and I thought, no, we need a bigger majority than this. It was swinging back and forth, and I was wanting to kill already, and so I logged on and got stuck in, and it was just getting better and better and better. And then, of course, we had doom and gloom all over the television early this morning with all the assholes.
Yeah.
The only people they interviewed was Muslims and lefties, and here we are, egg on the face.
Here we are, Jan and Dave. So I'm feeling very patriotic. I'm very emotional. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't know how important it is to myself, to Jan, and to so many people in this country that we've been waiting for this time. We've been waiting to get out of this failed experiment, what was wasting our money. Guys, celebrate with us. We're having a party tonight because this is an historic event. And just think, we've done this for the future, our grandchildren. I'm going to be a future great-grandfather again. So it's for my future. And for your future, ladies and gentlemen, be proud of yourselves for standing firm, not listening to all the things that's going to happen. Our country's going to go, yeah, okay, we'll go through it. We've been through worse. We've been through wars, for goodness sake. We're a strong nation. And now we'll be a stronger nation. We've got our independence back. Thank you, the good people in this country. God bless you all. I love you all, and I know Jan does, and she's bubbling. Dave's bubbling. Everybody who listens to this show knows how important this was, that people used the common sense and voted the right way. What can I say?
Jeff, our Queen is not allowed to speak about politics or how she feels, etc., etc. But 2 days ago, something was leaked from Buckhouse, and it was the Queen. Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II thinks European courts that protect Islamist hate preachers denigrate Britain and has demanded her dinner guests give me 3 good reasons to remain inside the European Union. I could go on, but yes, folks, on occasion, our Queen does leak information. And so we know where her sentiments lie. We know how she feels without... It was actually at a dinner party where she said this, and someone leaked it out. Of course, she doesn't need to deny it because it's true. She wanted out of the EU. She knows there's a Muslim problem. She does not want them here. She can't say it. I mean, we're called racist. What would she be called? The left-wing faction need to just F-O, get out of our lives. You've lost. We've won. Shut the mouths up. BBC, even Sky News, everyone interviewing left-wing factions and Muslims this morning telling us how we should be running this country, what the drawbacks will be. We don't give a shit about what you think Muslims, Islam. We don't care. You are on a sticky wicket. Shut your mouths. Keep quiet. The ones that see you, they want them to stay here. Don't push us any further.
Well, we basically said to them all the ones, because we do know that the Muslims voted to stay in. We know that, so we knew that David Cameron was hoping that the vote would be with his Muslim friends out there. Guess what, David? As you know, if you toddled off to the Queen today, didn't work out, did it, my old son? Jog on, David. Yes, it was a proud venture. And I'm so happy. You know what? this couldn't have happened to a nicer person than David, the moron Cameron, could it, Jan? Let's be honest. When he called us a sickness of society, have I ever forgiven him? And he was in Ipswich last week. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't realise until the last moment. It wasn't just so much for me. I don't care about him insulting me. It's insulting you, the people that support this great movement, this great organisation, many millions of people across the world who support us. He was insulting you.
Well, you know what, Jeff? We bought the T-shirt saying we're not scum, and I wore it when I went to London and everything, and all the angels and all the EDL girls was wearing it. We're not scum because we don't want to be encroached by Islamist Sharia or any other crap that the Muslims want to bring here, how they dictate, how they demand, and all their wishes are met. We don't want to put up with that, so we become scum. Screw you. And you know what? He's quit his job. Surely he can't sign on for 3 months, Jeff. He can't draw benefits for 3 months, surely. You quit your job, you can't sign on.
You know, I mean, I think he's got a few little business ventures probably, like most politicians, you know, property development, things like that. He probably comes from a wealthy background. Don't forget, if he went to university, you need better money to be put through university, don't you, Jan? So I think he'll be all right. And I couldn't imagine him signing on down at the employment exchange.
He's probably got more graft than he can spend in a lifetime.
That's the law.
I've got a lady, couple of ladies. Lady Michelle, she's wishing as well, and also another lady called Connie C. She's at work, so she can't type too much, but she's also wishing us all well as well. Thank you, Connie, and it's good to see you here as well. So bless you. Yeah, as I say, we're bubbling and we are partying tonight. I mean, we didn't know how things was going to be, did we, Jan? I didn't know. I hadn't listened to no debates, which I spoke to Dave and Jan. I haven't listened to nothing what anybody had to say. I know what the right thing for this country, for my people, and for my future, my grandchildren. And I did the right thing, and I know Jan did, and most people in this country. This is why we got out of the EU, because common sense prevailed. That's all we wanted, common sense, didn't we, Jan? And that is what we got. Thank you, people. You did the right thing. And you know what? Future generations will look back. They'll remember what you did, and they'll be forever thankful of what we did as a people at this time in 2016, June 23rd, Independence Day. We're not going to stop until this is a bank holiday. Am I correct, Jan, Dave?
Yes,
we're going
and
to
we
keep
also
fighting.
want St George's Day. You know what? We're part of the EU, or we were part of the EU, Jeff. They have 17 bank holidays. We have 5 or 6. If you're in Scotland, you get 5, plus the New Year. In England, you get 6. The rest of you to get 15, 17 bank holidays, but we're not allowed St George's Day. Up yours, EU. We'll do what we want from now on.
That's right. And I got to tell you, Jeff, I got to tell you something, Jeff. Just from the outside looking in, I was watching Cameron resign along with Kel Pritzy, and we were both over the moon, you know, because both of us were watching the poll results come in. People in the UK were asleep. We were watching the poll results come in, and I was, yelling at people, hey, pray up because, we're close. He was on tenterhooks the whole night, and I got to tell you, my heart has not swelled up with pride for freedom-loving people since the Berlin Wall fell. It's that important. And I am so proud of the people of the United Kingdom for shaking off the EU. And, all I have to say is that, it was wonderful to see the kind of patriotism come up in the kind of turnout that helped create what this great result. We all know there was some skullduggery that went on with ballots and stuff like that, but even that couldn't stop the good people of the United Kingdom. They were ready to get out, and they said get out. And now, it's time to celebrate, and hey, let's go on to the next phase. Everybody in the United States of America, let's get the hell out of the UN. It's time for free people to throw off these vampires. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Well, the world needs a change, Dave. We need a change. We need to throw the shackles off and, as you say, be free from the UN to become independent and to rule how things should be ruled in your own countries, in your own nations. That's the way I look at it. And we've always done really, really well. We've always, especially the United Kingdom, as you know, Dave, I mean, for many, many centuries, we've known how to run things, and we've got friends, we've traded with friends across the world. People want to trade with us. We're good. We're good business,
look,
and Jan, we're good business.
What Jan was saying, the United States and several other countries want a deal, are saying, hey, we're ready to deal with the UK on their own. So all of these little worries that we heard over here in the States, the stock market is going to be destroyed, blah, blah, blah. None of that's happening.
Free blip earlier on in the day, Dave, and it gained again. It was a blip, that's all it was. Because,
of course.
It's like anything. A change come as a bit of a shock and awe thing, because they thought that it wasn't going to happen, that we'd still be a part of this horrible scheme of theirs.
They thought it was a slam dunk. The
people spoke, and it doesn't matter about the skullduggery it went on. It just goes to show you that it must have been quite an overwhelming number to actually get it through, and that we become independent. We got out of the EU. So it just goes to show, even though there could be a lot of skullduggery going on, we still pulled through, Jan. And
I can do without the palpitations, Jeff.
So what can any of this have to do with anyone listening who happens to be an American? Well, just ask yourselves. Doesn't it seem that with every passing day, government seems to be more and more in your personal business? Do a bunch of overpaid and sometimes unelected bureaucrats in Washington, or a big slab turned on its side in New York, really understand how you live in your household, in your neighborhood, in your town, in your city? People, the new Independence Day for the United Kingdom comes 11 days before Independence Day in the United States of America. For those of you out there who may be losing hope, it is possible to throw off the shackles of an overreaching government. They've started the process in the United Kingdom, and we can do the same here. In Part 2 of ID23 you'll learn more, but for now remember this. We are stronger as sovereigns of many nations united than we are as subjects of one United Nations. That's it for this time. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for listening, and may your God go with you. Goodbye. The Unpleasant Blind Guy is copyright 2016 Anno Domini.